Good morning, Danelle. Good morning, everyone. My name's Allie, and I have the privilege of introducing Maggie Steele. For those of you who don't know, Maggie is the founder of Seventh Generation Warriors for Peace, which is an organization that's dedicated to working with youth to prevent violence, gang conflict, and in promoting healing and empowerment. For all of her profound work, she has been recognized by the Society of Professionals in Dispute Resolution. Maggie has received a BA from Humboldt State University, majoring in sociology, and a minor in dispute resolution. She has an expertise working with students from diverse cultures and is well respected in the Native American communities. She is an accomplished artist, storyteller, poet, and singer. Maggie is originally from San Diego and currently resides in Sacramento. Without further ado, here is Maggie Steele.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction, sweetie. The first sound that every human being in the world hears is a heartbeat. And it is their mother's heartbeat. The heartbeat is the rhythm of life, of humanity, of the earth, of the universe. It reminds us of our place and our connection. At this point in time, sometimes the world is not in rhythm. That's what happens when we lose our way. We come to a crossroads in our life where everything seems to overwhelm us. We forget the rhythm of our heart. We are here to honor those that could not be here. They lost the rhythm of their heart. They lost the hope of their life. They could not see the future. And a lot of us have been there. We know what it's like to be on that crossroads. And the youth, as they walk into the future, they see everything around them. They too are at the crossroads. Today's conference is to remind us of the strength of our heart and the connection that we have to community and each other. To make us strong when we're down, so that we ever come to that place where we feel that hopelessness, we feel the beat of our heart, or the heartbeat of someone else, or the chime of someone's words, or some song that brings us back to the preciousness of our lives. Native way, our songs are not just to make us happy, but they're to connect us, to remind us, to inspire us, to lift us up, and even to make us cry. My piece, my little moment in time with all of you as we travel through cyberspace. In a lot of movies we talk about time travel. Well, this is it. Traveling through time and space to join each other, to share words and community. My name is Maggie Steele. I had that beautiful introduction. I'm Chicana and Chiricahua Tinde. My clan is Hekana Hekchewa. And this lovely woman sitting next to me is my creator Mom Betty, my mama. We too know the pain of loss, pain of loss that suicide brings for generations, everyone. So we know the power of healing. It's to give each other hope in the darkest times. To let our youth know that when they are feeling that stress and strife, that it is just a moment in time. They can overcome with some hope, some song, some thread of love to remind them to come back to their soul, come back to us. So this is a healing song of the water. Way, way out, way, way out, way, way out. Way, way out, way, way out, way, way out. May Why be still? Have peace. Everlasting life. Way, way out. Way, way out. Be still, so find peace, everlasting life. Sometimes when we're going through hard times, our mind is full of thoughts racing. And just like the wise woman before me said, a few of them, she said to breathe. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you breathe, you nourish your mind with oxygen. Because sometimes when we're stressed, when we're sad, when we're lost, we're in anxiety, and those breaths are shallow. We forget to breathe when we are experiencing trauma. We just breathe that very little bit to keep us alive, but breath is life. 3 deep breaths. Peace of mind and heart. And sometimes we're able to bring that peace to ourselves. Little babies have a lesson. When a little baby starts to cry, or a little kid, you tell that little kid or baby to stop crying. They don't stop. They cry more. Wow! And they cry until they do this. And that is our way as humans of self-comforting. That we have to roll through our emotions. And who owns our emotions? We do. We own our emotions. So we let them go through us, not rule us. Through us, not to someone else. And we take that deep breath and we self-comfort and comfort to our hearts. Sharing words is spiritual. Sharing songs is spiritual. Sharing our presence is spiritual. And you know what else is spiritual? Our art. And so I included some art for you. I have 2 drawings. And the first drawing is this bobcat. When I lost my brother, I was crying one night looking at the stars, holding my little baby son. He was 2. Right now he's 17 upstairs on Zoom. And I was crying, and my little baby son said, "Mama, are you crying for Uncle Bobby?" And I said, "I am, Sonny." And he goes, "Mama, Uncle Bobby, he's those stars up there." And my little baby son pointed to the belt of Orion. And he said, "And Mama, Uncle Bobby didn't die. He turned into." And this is my humble drawing of the bobcat turning to. And the truth is, everyone, I wish he was here today to hear these teachings. To know he didn't have to go into the spirit world to transform how he felt and how he thought. The situation of injustice he was in. That is one thing we need to tell each other, remind each other, that we as human beings transform. We can transform pain into life, into healing, into power. Someday I'll transform into a taller, fluffier version of my mom's right here. An elder, a beautiful elder. And it is a blessing to be an elder. And it is a burden to have the loss of your child. Maybe something that could have been prevented if someone had the right word, or if he even had the right teaching in his heart. A teaching of hope, a teaching of impermanence, that no time we are going through lasts. No good time, no bad time. Change always comes. So this is the drawing of the bobcat transforming into the eagle. In the bottom, you see the wolves crying, because everyone, all of us, we are connected. We are never alone. That is a true teaching. That we are connected to spiritual threads, to all the people that we have encountered and all the people that love us that we don't even know. And one of those tears of the wolves is sparkling with hope. The top symbol is the water bird. And in our ceremonies, the coal keeper, when we're done crying and praying, he turns the coals of the fire into the shape of that water bird, which is a symbol of transformation and the everlasting soul. And above the eagle is a little hummingbird for hope. Just because Auntie's also from West Coast, there's a autograph from Immortal Technique, who's an East Coast rapper, whose words are a little bit harsh, but they're true, about political unrest, about the violence in our society, and about change, which this is what today's conference is about, change. I have one more drawing, and it's the second drawing of hope. And it's in the shape of an acorn, because the California Indians ate acorns, and acorns are poisonous. You can't pick an acorn off the ground and eat it. You have to dry it, you have to peel it, you have to grind it, you have to leach it, and then it can sustain you. And that's a teaching for us when we have the poisons of the world, of injustice, of trauma, of pain, of sadness, of loneliness, of trauma in our families. That is poison. But we can take it and change it. We sit with it and we comfort ourselves. We peel that layer of poison off and we grind it into knowledge and wisdom. We pour water, cleansing water over that, which is wisdom, knowledge, and love. And then we dry it out in the sun, because the sun's rays heal and the sun always rises. And let the sun be your teacher on the darkest days, because the next day, no matter what, the sun will rise. And on the darkest stormy day, the sun is above the clouds. And all of us here, we are someone's shining sun. That's the lesson of the acorn. The eagle in the drawing is to uplift yourself in your spirituality. The woman is for all the women that birthed the human nation. And you're a mama. And someday when you miss your mom, she made your heart. So you know she's in your heart. The bear stands for peacefulness, believe it or not. Bears don't abuse their children. They don't yell at each other. They have a peaceful life, except during mating time, which we know how that is, and it's spring. The flicker bird is the biggest woodpecker, and she shares her tree with all her children and her generations, and she is a symbol of love. And in this drawing, there are 3 hearts. Look in the center of the oak tree. I tried to make what looked like a human heart, and that stands for your heart. Everyone, take care of your heart. And if it's broken, you go get you some spiritual duct tape and tape that puppy right back up, because your heart is beating for you 100% every second of the day. It wants you to know that if it lives, you can live. When you take care of your heart, then you nourish and you look into the roots, and that's the second heart. That's the heart of your community, your family, your tribe, the world. And in that heart are 2 hands, the hands that we lift each other up with, the hands that we reach for somebody and bring them up. The hands that we reach out to when we need to be lifted up. And in those hands, in the roots, is the word unity. Unity of us, of self, of mind, body, and soul. Because when we're in suicidal pain, we forget that unity. And unity takes blood, sweat, and tears, which is what we all represent today, showing up and being present and saying our prayers, prayers are like a meditation, a wish to your higher power, whatever you believe in, for your wishes to come true. And our prayers are for healing, for all the youth that feel like they can't go on, to just hang on one day at a time. For all the youth and people we've lost, and they felt like we can't go on, they couldn't go on. We pray for them, for their healing in that spirit world, and for them to shine their light and the beauty of their life, what it represents to us. And then the last heart of this drawing, if you look from the roots all the way around to the feathers to the tree, that's the heart of Mother Earth, our great provider. With the moon and the sun stands for the power of men because the rays penetrate the earth and give it life. And the moon stands for the power of women, exerts her pressure on the earth. The river for life because life only goes one way. The basket for knowledge and the fire for passion. And these are the teachings of love and heart and soul. So we would like to end with this song. It's called the Sun Warrior Song. It's for rising in the sun, for us being warriors of peace and love and hope, for our beautiful youth. We wish for you to inherit a better world, and we're working on it right now. And for you to never give up hope, no matter what. Way ah hey ya, way ah hey ya, way ah hey ya hey, way ah hey yo, way ah hey yo, way ah hey yo. Everybody, everybody, everybody sing and drum and dance and heal your soul and feel your soul. Everybody, everybody, we can lead the way to a better day with a warrior strength, with justice and grace. And together with the youth, we'll rise like the sun, just like the sun. And if we carry on, we honor the battles hard won by the elders and the ancestors for justice and truth, to empower our youth, for the dreams come true, to empower our youth, for justice and truth. There is no one like you. Everyone, we wish you a blessed day. And I tell everyone I'm Auntie Maggie, and that's Grandma Betty. And that's how us human beings show each other love. Thank you all for showing up. This is so important. And you bless us, and you bless the ones we lost, so that we live in honor of their spirits. And we save whoever we need to save with our love and our hearts. And peace, everyone. Thank you so much.